Good morning, children. Welcome to online class of St. Joseph's Academy, Mariam Nagar, Ghaziabad. This video is for class 3rd, subject mathematics, chapter 20, data and charts. Now, children, what is data, or you can say what is data handling? So, data is the collection of facts and information, and data handling is the process of ensuring that research data is stored, archived, or disposed of in a safe and secure manner during and the conclusion of a research project. Okay, and there are two types of data handling. One is qualitative data and quantitative data. Quantitative data gives numerical information, while qualitative data gives descriptive information about anything. So let us do the exercise of this chapter. Now children, look at this pictograph below. Here different months are mentioned: January, February, March, April, and one thumbs up is shown, or thumb is shown. This one thumb represents one holiday. You can see here at the corner, it is shown one thumbs, that is one holiday. So number of holidays are mentioned in different months here. So first what we have to do, you have to count. Pictograph is given, you have to find out the number. Collect the data. So in the month of January, how many holidays are there? As the number of thumbs are 1 into 4. So because 4 thumbs are there, so 1 into 4, that is 4. So 4 holidays in the month of January. Then in the February, 2 thumbs are shown, and it is equal to 2 ones are 2 or 1 twos are 2, because one holiday is mentioned by one thumb. In the month of March also same way, 3, 1 into 3, that is equal to 3. In the month of April also 1 into 3, that is equal to 3, because 3 thumbs are mentioned here in the picture and 1 thumbs represent one holiday. Now you have collected the data. Now by this you can answer the question very easily. The month with the most holiday is the month of January, that is 4. The month with the same number of holidays are March and April, as they are having 3 holidays. And the month with the least holiday is February, because only 2 are there. And the total number of holidays in the 4 months is, you have to add all the holidays, 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3. So you will get 12. So in this way we can understand the pictograph. Now see this another pictograph, children. Here games that children of Tina's class like, that are football, cricket, basketball, tennis. Now at the corner in the yellow box you can see one ball represents 2 children. So first you have to find out the number of children, what games they like. Now football, first you count down how many balls are there. 5 balls, and one ball represents 2 children. So 5 twos are, or 2 fives are 10. So 10 children like football. Same way cricket, you just count down how many are there. They are 8. 8 balls are mentioned. So 2 into 8, or 8 twos are 16. So 16 children like cricket. Same way basketball, number of balls are here, if you count, they are 4, and one ball represents 2 children. So 4 twos are, or 2 fours are 8. Same way tennis, there are 5 balls here. So 5 multiplied by 2, or 2 multiplied by 5, because one ball represents 2 children. So that is equal to 10. So now you have collected the numbers, you are having the data. Now you can answer the question. So how many children like football, children? By seeing the numbers you can say 10. How many children like tennis? So they are also 10. 2 5s are 10, or 5 2s are 10. Which game is like the most? So maximum number of children are in cricket. So you will write cricket here. And how many like it? 16. Now which game is like the least? That is basketball, because only 8 numbers are there. And how many like it? That are 8. Which two games are like equally? That is football and tennis. Both are having 10 10. So football and tennis are liked equally. So children, in this way we can answer a pictograph. Now children, see this pictograph. Here Different classes are mentioned, class 1, 2, 3, 4, and in each class number of children are mentioned. And in the picture you can see one candle, full candle represent 10 children, and half candle represent 5 children. Okay, now you have to count down that, and then you have to evaluate and found out how many children are there in a particular class. Now in class 1, just count down how many full candles are there. You can see 6. And how many half candle? Only 1. So one full candle represents 10 children. So 6 into 10 or 10 into 6, either way you can do it. So that is 60. And one half candle, that is 5 children. So 60 plus 5 will be 65. So you can write in this form. So 65 children are there in class 1. Now in class 2, if you see, there are full 6 candles. Now one full candle represents 10 children. So 10 into 6 or 6 into 10 is equal to 60. So 60 children are there in class 2. Then in class 3rd, total number of candles, full candles are there only. So they are 5. So 5 into 10. So 5 tens are 50. So 50 children are there in class 3. Now in class 4, 3 full candles are there and 1 half candle. So 3 into 10 plus 5. That is 30 plus 5. 35. So 35 children are there in class 4. So now you have got the information. You have collected the data. Now children, below you can see bar graph is made. Okay. When you make a bar graph, after there should be a gap between them. Now you can see number of children and number of classes. Okay, but here you have to mention one box represent how many children. So you can write it if it is equal to 10 children or 100 children. So according to that you can mention whatever is there. And then children, you have to count down the number of boxes according to the pictograph. You have to make it. Okay, that you follow that only, whatever is there in the pictograph. So that will be an easy method. Now let us do the next question. Now see exercise 28 children. Here Jinnah has different types of sweets. Count them by making one slash mark. This is called as tally marks. Okay children, in the table. Now cross out the sweets you have counted as shown. Now first what you have to do, different type of sweets are mentioned children, and you have to make a slash. This slash is also called as tally marks. And then you have to write in numbers. First you just count down by making mark and then write in number. So these marks are called as tally marks. So different types of sweets are there. So the first one you can see how these type of sweets, how many are there? There are 7. So how you will write children? First you will mark 1, 2, 3, 4, and this inclined one is the 5th one. Then again you will make 1 and 2. This is 6 and 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. So you will write 7 here. This type of marking you have to do after every 5 number. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 5 is the slash one. When you will do here also if suppose the number is greater, then 6, 7, 8, 9, and then when you will make 10, you will again put like this. So 5, 5 interval you have to take it. Now the next toffee you will, when you will count it, they are 4. So you just make 4 lines here. So it is equal to 4 right here. Now again the next kind of toffee you can see, or sweet you can see how many they are there. It is 6 here. So how you will write in tally marks? You see 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5, the inclined one, and then 1 mark 6. Now the lollipops here are 4. So just mark 4 tally marks and write in the number section 4. Now see the question number 2 children. Ronnie counted the pebbles, sticks and shells, and he had picked up at the beach. Okay, so Ronnie collected all these things, sticks, shells and pebbles. Then he took them out of a packet one by one and made slash marks against their names. So write the total number of each thing in the table. So you have to just, here markings are made, you have to just, he made this marking whatever he brought, and the number, according to the number you have to tell how many are there. Now sticks children. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 sticks are there. So you will write in numbers 4 here. Now shell. Now shell, how you will count? 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one inclined one is 5. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, and this inclined one is 10. Then 11, 12, 13. So 13. So 13 shells are there, children. Okay. So after every fifth interval, children, you will make an inclined line. So okay. So 5, 5, 5, 5 like this you will follow. Then pebble. Count down the pebbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 6 and 7. So 7 pebbles are there. Now children, see this question, look at the table and answer the question. Jay's weight 24 kg, Shamlal's weight 25 kg, Ganesh weight 25 kg, Piyush weight is 23 kg, Harsh weight is 27 kg, Nitin 25 kg, and Bobby's 25 kg. Now by seeing this data, you have to answer this question. Who weighs the least? So least one is 23 kg. And the name written here is Piyush. So you will write his name, who, as a person. Piyush weighs the least. Who weighs the most? Harsh, because he's having 27 kg. What is the common weight? Common, most of them are having, that is 25 kg. How many are above the most common weight? You can see 2 are there above that. That is 27 kg and 26 kg. So Jay is having 26 kg and Harsh is having 27. So 2 are there. So how many are below the most common weight? Again 2, and they are Piyush and Vijay. Now see this question, children. If this box is made, which is shown as a TV, so this full box is equal to 20 TVs, and this half box is equal to 10 TVs. So the total number of TVs sold in the 6 days. So pictograph is given here. You count down the full box. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are there, and it is equal to 20. One box represents 20 TVs. So 5 into 20 is equal to 100, and one half is shown. So that is 1 into 10, because half means 10 TVs. Okay, so 1 into 10 is equal to 10. This you will add it. So when 100 plus 10 is equal to 110. So 110 TVs were sold in 6 days. Now fifth question, children. If one full circle is equal to 40 rotis and 3/4 roti, this you can see the second question, second part, this helmet type of shape, you can say 3/4. 3/4 is circle is equal to 30 rotis. Then half circle is equal to 20 rotis, and 1/4 circle is equal to 10 rotis. So what is the total number of rotis made by Mrs. Sharma in a week? Now pictograph is shown here. So you just see how many are full circle one. So 1 and 2. Okay, 2 are full circle. And how many of 3/4 are there? They are also 2. This and this. And how many half? Only 1. And how many 1/4? 2 are there. 1, 2 at last. Now their values you put down and numbers you put down. Okay, so you will get the answer. So full circle 2 are there, and one full circle represent 40 rotis. So 2 into 40 equal to 80 rotis. Then quarter one, 3/4 one, you just see 3/4 one are also 2. So and 1/3 represent 30 rotis. So 2 into 30 equal to 60 rotis. Then one half circle is there, which is equal to 20 rotis. So 1 into 20 is equal to 20 rotis. And how many 1/4 circles are there? 2. And 1/4 circle represent 10 rotis. So 2 are there. So 2 into 10, that is equal to 20. Now add all this, 80 plus 60 plus 20 plus 20, you will get the answer 180 rotis. And these are made by Mrs. Sharma in a week. Now children, it's a homework time. You will do question 1 to question 5 in copy and book both. Also solve rest of the questions given in the book yourself. Okay, answers will be given tomorrow, and solve the examples also which are given in the book. Try to do that also. I hope children you have understood the topic which I explained you in this video, all the pictographs and data, and how to make graph also. And with this, thank you.